What's up, Chiefs Kingdom? Welcome back to Kansas City Chiefs today. Andy Reid just gave us the clearest look yet at the biggest challenge inside the Chiefs' wide receiver room. It's not raw speed. It's not size. It's that week-to-week standard of consistency, being healthy, being on time, and finishing the play exactly how the scheme demands. If you're new here, hit subscribe. We're pushing hard to 5,000 subs, and we've got daily news, rumors, and fan-driven breakdowns. To the day ones, you already know. We keep it real and we keep it rolling. Let's break down what Reid actually meant, why it matters right now, and how the Chiefs can turn this challenge into a January-proof edge. When Andy says challenge, he's not throwing shade. He's drawing a line. This offense is built on timing, spacing, and trust. Splits and stems aren't suggestions in Kansas City, they're the GPS coordinates Mahomes is throwing to. Every route in this system connects to a bigger picture. A clear outpost is opening a dig. A sit route becomes the hot answer when pressure rotates late. The ball isn't just going to a person, it's going to a landmark that must be hit at a beat. If the WR arrives half a second late or 2 steps off, the picture changes and so does the read. The WR room has evolved the last few seasons. Youth for juice, vets for stability. That's the vision. But youth means a learning curve on option trees and sight adjustments, and vets still need reps to sync with Mahomes' tempo and scramble rules. Availability also shapes everything. A midweek downgrade can flip your Saturday call sheet. So when Reid talks biggest challenge, he's pointing to the boring stuff that wins in January, being available, running the right route at the right depth, and completing the catch through contact. It sounds simple. It's not. And that gap between almost and always is the mission. Let's translate that into Sundays. Separation on time is king. In this offense, a 5-step speed out isn't just get open. It's 8 yards at the numbers, break flat, show your hands, and be there when Mahomes hits his back foot. If you drift or round, the corner undercuts and the window closes. Next is YAC through technique. The Chiefs want 5-yard throws to turn into 9-yard gains. That means catching clean, turning north quickly, and understanding pursuit angles. It's footwork, it's pad level, it's decisive cuts, no extra dancing when the sticks are right there. Then there's situational trust. On 3rd and 4, Reid and Matt Nagy need to know exactly who wins versus press, who is the most reliable on option routes, and who sits down in the soft spot against 2 high looks. If that trust is nailed, the red zone menu expands and the 3rd down package gets lethal. Don't forget receivers as part of protection. Motion, compressing splits, stacks. These aren't just window dressing. They mess with leverage, create free releases, and help the line and back sort out simulated pressures. One smart alignment can buy Mahomes a full tick to rip a deep crosser or smash a whole shot outside the numbers. Ball security is the final pillar. January turns little mistakes into plane rides home. Veteran habits: squeeze at the traffic point, protect against late peanut punches, finish to the ground. These are the differences between a nice drive and a momentum-killing giveaway. Reid's challenge absolutely includes taking care of the rock like it's a 1-score game in the 4th. So how do the Chiefs solve it? Start with crystal-clear rolls. You want a vertical stressor to make safeties back up. You need an underneath technician who lives on option routes and choice reads. You need a perimeter enforcer who blocks screens and springs explosives. And you need that 3rd down problem solver who wins when the defense knows where you're going. Expect to see condensed formations continue to be a staple. Condensed splits give 2-way goes, easy rubs, and cleaner run game angles. When receivers are tighter, it's easier to disguise whether it's crack toss, split zone look, or a pop pass off jet motion. All of that forces defenses to communicate, and communication breaks at Arrowhead get loud. Anticipate motion at the snap to stay heavy. Jet, short orbit, return motion. It all forces the defense to declare their rules. If the corner chases, you smell man. If they bump it across zones, you know where the bubbles are. That lets Mahomes decide pre-snap whether he wants the quick stick, the RPO glance, or to check and take the shot. Look for more RPO and quick game rhythm early. Get 2 or 3 receivers a touch fast. Now screens, hitches, slants, build confidence and settle the DBs into peaking habits. Once corners start squatting, you uncork a sluggo or a deep over behind it. It's rhythm first, explosive second. Watch for stacked releases and bunch spacing to help younger wideouts against press. Put your developing WR in a reduced split behind a veteran, create free access, and let him win on angle and speed instead of pure hand-to-hand combat. Coaching through formation is as important as coaching on the whiteboard. Finally, keep an eye on scramble drill discipline. Chiefs receivers live in a second play when Mahomes moves. Rules like nearest to the QB sits, deep goes deeper, and sideline mirrors keep spacing clean. The more reps they bank on those rules, the fewer traffic jams you see when the pocket turns into a paint-by-numbers chaos scene. From a fan's seat, the WR conversation is always spicy. We clock every drop, every contested ball, every missed PI. So when Reid says, challenge, it can sound like a siren. Inside the building, it's actually a reset. It means, we know what wins here, and we're dialing the details back in. Media will split the take. Some will say it's a talent thing. Others will say it's chemistry. Truth? It's both and neither. Young receivers can be electric and still need time to master the option trees. Vets can read coverage in their sleep and still need reps to sync with Mahomes' pace and improvisation. The standard is the same either way. Fans should also hear the optimism baked in. Andy wouldn't put it out there if he didn't think it was fixable now. Consistency is a habit. You stack a week, then stack another, and suddenly the narrative flips. We've watched Kansas City solve way bigger puzzles in season. This one is about sharpening edges, not rebuilding the blade. Zoom out to January. The AFC is a razor's edge, and seeding will swing on 1 or 2 third downs per week. If the WR room locks in timing and availability, defensive coordinators have to pick a poison. Sit in too high and you'll get nicked to death by rhythm throws and RPOs. Spin down late and Mahomes will torch the vacancy behind the second level. Clean, consistent receiver play helps your defense too. Sustained drives mean fewer snaps for your front in the cold and more heaters on the bench. Field position swings. The opponents chase. And arrowhead noise becomes a fourth quarter problem that breaks protections and calls timeouts. That's how small fixes become bracket-busting advantages. Bottom line, Andy Reid just handed the receiver room a public checklist: be available, be on time, and finish. The playbook is there. The quarterback is still the best problem solver in football, and the margin between pretty good and inevitable is the stuff nobody tweets: route depth, leverage reads, and ball security. This week I'm watching for the tiny things. Crisp landmarks. Fewer wasted steps. Stronger finishes through contact. If those show up, the Chiefs' pass game stops feeling streaky and starts feeling like gravity again. That's when defenses play on their heels and fourth quarters at Arrowhead feel inevitable. That's it for today's breakdown on Kansas City Chiefs today. If you buy that consistency is the missing gear in the WR room, tell me why. If you think it's something else, usage, separation, drops, lay it out. Drop your takes in the comments and join the road to 5,000 subs here on Kansas City Chiefs Today.